just a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd and 14.
They go play action with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a great play defensively. And one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 14.
And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 25 on second down, Lance. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go, 55 is mine, guys, 55.
Lance now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they come up now, second and goal.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Tighten up. Pull it together.
And they'll run again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Dancing to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Lance now to throw.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time,
trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here's Lance.
He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure,
he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now Lance again.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now Lance.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second down and 7. To throw, it's Lance.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Cincinnati.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
The Lance going to throw.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Brown. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. goes. Chuck Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
90 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Throwing his lance on third down.
He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Trey Lance.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The
Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
On play action, Lance.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Bengals, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,
when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Fire. Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to come faring down the Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me.